Hi guys, so welcome back. I hope you all had an amazing week. For those of you tuning in for the first time, welcome. I am Wizards Creator and my channel is 100% dedicated to everything Harry Potter and DIY. If you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe as well as follow me on Instagram. So today's video is going to be another Sculpey video. I'm really excited about this one because I have wanted to do this for a really long time. So where to begin? Okay. For those of you that have watched my videos in the past, I did mention these display canisters a while back. So it basically looks like that, but it is technically, this was an idea my mom had. These canisters are actually for like pasta and sugar. And she had the idea of turning them around and using them as display canisters. So basically, if you open these up, this is actually the lid. And if you put your Funko on there and you close it up, it is protected and from dust and anything like that. And what makes it awesome as well is the fact that these displays can travel wherever you want them without them actually getting any damage or dust on them. So yeah, I absolutely love these. I have quite a few of these all around my house. Apologies for the peacock in the background. But yeah, I have a couple of these in my house and I absolutely love them. They work really, really cool. But in that video, I did mention that I wanted to custom each one so that they fit to the Funko. So yeah, I have finally a bit of time that I can do that. So I'm going to start off with Victor. He is from Corpse Bride and his little dog. I absolutely love this. For those of you that also watch my channel, you guys know I'm a massive Johnny Depp fan. So I have Harry Potter Funko Pops, I have Fantastic Beasts, and then I have a couple odd ones. But yeah, I'm trying to get all the Johnny Depp Funkos, or at least one of each character. So yeah, obviously he is one of them. So this one is going to be fairly basic. So I wanted to start off with a really basic idea and then do the other canisters so that they are a bit more complicated, I want to say. So yeah, this one is going to be, I'm going to paint this bottom black. I tried to dye this rubber black as well, but it didn't work at all. So I'm going to have to paint it as well, which sucks because if this is black, this is white. If I'm gonna paint that black as well, if I take this on and off a lot, the paint on the rubber is gonna come off. Which is really sucky. So yeah, I don't really want to do that, but I don't have another option at this time. So yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes. I might end up removing the rubber completely and then maybe making like a wood, like an extra piece of wood at the bottom there, so that it fits better. I don't know. I'm gonna see how it goes. This is a tester run, so I'll see how it goes with the rubber. So yeah, I'm just gonna paint it black with Annie Sloan. I think it's the charcoal one. So I'm just gonna paint it black, and then for the bottom, I wanted to look like an old cobblestone road. So I got this image from the internet, and that is basically what I wanted to look like. So yeah, I think it's going to be fairly easy, I hope so, to get that effect. Then yeah, I'm going to use the Sculpey. I'm using Firm again, like I mentioned in my previous Sculpey video. I only got the Firm one in South Africa. I see they have like the souffle one and all those types, but I wanted the Super Sculpey because they just work a bit better. The souffle ones, they're already colored, and I don't want to use those colors really, because mixing the colors together is a lot of work, and also you have to buy a lot to get the right colors, whereas this is just easier because you make it and then you just paint it with acrylic paint. So it's a lot easier. Then I have the softener, and I bought this adhesive like 2 weeks ago. I haven't used this yet, so I'm really interested to see how this works out. But what makes the adhesive great is, like, if you have multiple layers, you don't have to actually blend the clay into one another. So if you stick one layer on top of another one, this works exactly like glue would. And as soon as you bake it, this cures as well. So yeah, it just makes life a bit more easy. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it in this video, but we'll have to see. And yeah, then I just have my tools again. I have these silicone it's actually nail art tools. So I have these. I have a really thin clutch pencil, and then I also have a utility knife, and I have a random assortment of other tools. And yeah, I have 60 grit sandpaper that I'm hopefully gonna get the right effect, like a cobblestone effect. So I'm gonna use this just to give it a bit of a texture. And yeah, that is basically that. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is I'm going to do the clay, because that still has to bake and I have to paint it. So I will start off with that. So first thing, what I did is I took really thick cardboard. These are just cut-offs that I kept. I always keep like cut-offs like this because you never know where you might need them. So I just made like a little spatula type thing to transfer the clay from here to the oven, because I'm just a bit scared that it is fairly big, and I'm just scared that if I pick it up here and transfer it to the oven, it might distort. So I just made a little spatula type thing. Just remember, this doesn't go in the oven because it will catch fire and it will be a disaster. So it's just a method of transport type of thing. And then I just made a square out of foil. So your clay will sit on top of this and you will put it on in the oven. So the foil actually goes into the oven with the clay. So yeah, and yeah, then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to work the clay. I'm going to roll it out and then cut a circle. So the exact size of the circle. The shrinkage of Super Sculpey isn't that much. So if you make it the exact same size, it won't be too small, like it won't shrink to there. There might be a very, very fine shrinkage. So I'm going to make it exactly the same size, the circle. And then I'm going to roll it out to about 1 millimeter to 2 millimeter thick. I don't want it to be too thick because it's basically just the base that the bricks are going to sit on top of. So I don't want to make it like super, super, super thick. So yeah, I'm going to do the base. I'm going to pop it on here and then we can start laying the bricks on top of that. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'm going to put it on a time lapse so that you guys can see more or less what I do. But yeah, you can follow your own idea. If you want the bricks to be more like perfect and have it look like real, you can just make it square. You can make patterns. You can make basically anything you want to. So yeah, I'm just gonna make these the way that I think that's gonna look best with Victor, because yeah, you want it to look a bit dark. But yeah, you can basically do whatever you want and also be creative. I mean, if you see a texture on something that you think would look perfect on your bricks, like I'm gonna use the sanding paper, but if you perhaps have something that has a texture on it, try it out. Walk around in your house, see what types of textures there are. Walk around with a little piece of clay and just press it onto everything and see what texture comes out on the clay. Yeah, Sculpey is so fun and you can be really, really creative. So yeah, go with your mind, do whatever you want to, and yeah, let's begin. Okay guys, so this one has now fully baked, and this is what it looks like. So you can see more or less there what I did with the finishes. So all I did, I used the sandpaper, and then I also used one of the silicone nibs. It has a really sharp point, and that's how I made these deeper holes. And then also to do, like you can see there, just almost like the rock has worn through. So that's how I did that. So before I baked the whole piece, I made this little part here. So that is the pin that goes inside his foot there. So I made that pin just by pressing the clay into his foot and slowly taking it out. You have to be very careful because it does get distorted really quickly. So I did that, and then I baked this, only that little square there, so that it was cured, and then I added it on top of the clay base. So the clay base wasn't baked yet, so I added only that one that was baked. So when I did that, I could see where he was gonna be, how he was gonna stand, how I wanted him to be without that part actually bending or anything like that. So when I was happy with the placement of this one, I baked the whole thing. Then when I took it out of the oven, I added, you'll see I added more stones in here. So it doesn't look really good, but that doesn't really matter, because as soon as you put his shoe in the hole, he stands up on his own. So those little parts are just to level him out, because yeah, obviously this isn't very level. Yeah, he does have a see-through foot piece, which I love the foot pieces with the Funko, because yeah, they all fall over really quickly. But yeah, I wanted to try and make my own, or make it part of the base, so that you don't have an ugly see-through foot piece on top. So yeah, this was just a tester to see how it works. So yeah, after I've finished everything and when it's in its display, every week when I clean, I will very quickly find out if it actually works or not, because yeah, in theory it works, but yeah, when moving him around, I think I will be a better judge of if it actually is successful or not, and if I should do it with the other ones as well. So yeah, so that is that. I can now go on to painting this little guy. Okay guys, so this is what he looked like in the beginning, and this is him now. I'm super happy with how this one came out. I've left the white rubber at the bottom because yeah, I think I'm gonna just make a piece of wood that fits in there, so I'm just gonna keep it white for now. But yeah, I am super happy with how this came out. I think he looks really cool. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do more of these. So thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I'll see you again next week.